Welcome back, everybody, to Hayes Tech ROM Reviews. This is Dave Hayes, and today we're going to go over OctOS 7.1.1. This is their latest release. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you all had a nice holiday. I wanted to get this out here for you guys. I know it's been a while since I put some reviews out. Just have a lot of things going on in my life. Work's getting really hectic, end of year. I am in management, so there's a lot of things I have to deal with that. Plus, I was kind of waiting for CMTE to roll out. In case you guys haven't heard the bad news, Cyanogen and Cyanogen are no more. They are going to develop a new company or a new name, I guess. So hopefully we'll see if that comes about. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. This is for the Nexus 6. The reason I'm doing it on the Nexus 6 as opposed to my 6P, again, is because of the microphone. My microphone does not work on a 6P. I did order one for it exclusively, so as soon as that gets here, I will start doing some reviews on that. I am running a Blackbird kernel, but I am testing some other kernels, Singularity, Flash. I am going to try to get those into some other videos. Blackbird is still my favorite kernel. That's the one I'm going to use, but I just thought it'd be fair to start doing some videos on those, so look out for those coming up in the near future. So far, the ROM is running very, very good. It's very smooth. I have had a couple issues as far as like screen recording goes. I hope this gets done. This is like the third time I've tried to get this out. It's for some reason it's not saving it, and then when it does, I can't access it. It doesn't close the video out properly. So hopefully it'll take this time. First up is going to be your expanded desktop under the tentacles. That's going to be where you go to pick and choose your apps that you want to actually show expanded when you open them up. It does come with kernel auditor mod in it, so kudos to OctOS for that. Under miscellaneous tweaks, these are going to be your settings underneath the miscellaneous tweaks. Power menu, they give you all kind of options underneath your power menu. You guys know I use that just like a lot of people use their drop downs, you know, their quick settings and stuff like that. I use my power menu for that. If you guys are going to run SUBSTRATUM, this is going to be where that's going to show at in settings, as well as Super SU, and yes, it comes with Super SU as opposed to Magisk. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Now, if we swipe to the right, that's going to bring up the lock screen settings, and the only settings we have for the lock screen are lock screen torch and your bottom shortcuts. Underneath status bar, we do have the battery settings. These are what you get right there. So far, the 3-minute battery mod is not working for any ROM running 7.1.1 for the Nexus 6 that I'm aware of. I know Search 826 is doing what he can. He's been searching all over the place, no pun intended, and I know he's been talking on the original site for the 3-minute mod by G. Harrington, who is the creator of that mod, trying to get this worked out. So hopefully something will be, you know, will be worked out for this, and we will all be able to benefit from it, hopefully pretty soon. Next up is going to be the carrier label. You guys can pick and choose what you want on that. You can set it up however you like, if you want it just on a lock screen or in the status bar or both. Then, of course, you can put in whatever you want for that. Notifications are up next. You do have your notification count, expanded notifications, disable immersive mode, and then all the way at the bottom you have your breathing notifications. Next up is going to be your clock and date. This is going to be for you guys to set up your clock for right, left, center, or none at all. You do have the AM, PM, date style, date format, position, all of that. That's going to be where you set that up at. Your quick settings are going to be next. You can have your brightness slider, brightness icon showing. You do have your quick pull down. Under the QS tiles option, now this is your quick settings tile options. I've said this in a couple other videos in the past. Whenever you set up your tile options as far as your rows and columns, make sure you don't go any more than, say, 5 on your rows for your portrait. Excuse me. If you go any more than 5, you're going to lose them. And I'll show you here real quick. I'm set up at 5 right now, and that pretty much completely fills my screen up. Now, if I was to go any more than that, let's say I'll set my rows up to 7. Now when I pull that down, you can just barely see row 6. And if I start to pull that up to try to reach row 7, you notice how they just disappear? You're going to lose row 7 completely. Row 6 is unusable because if you try to touch anything, you're going to either hit your back home or your recents button. So again, what I suggest is not to go any more than 5. If you're like me and you want your quick settings to be, when you pull it down, that it completely fills your screen. 5 is going to be your maximum setting. You want to go with that. They do have animations on your tiles. Right there they are. You do have the flip and the rotate. That's pretty much it for your choices for that. Next up is going to be your traffic indicators. They do give you the options for that. I really wish that they would have an option to color that. They don't, so I don't use it. But it is a nice tool to have. If you use it and you're having data leak issues, you're using data and you don't know where it's at, if you turn that on, anytime you have data coming in, going out, that's going to show you. Under the navigation, these are going to be your button settings, basically your volume setup. Swipe to the right is going to bring up multitasking, which is going to be your recents. They do give you the OmniSwitch, so if you guys want to run with OmniSwitch, these are your options that they give you. And I'm just going to slowly scroll down, let you guys see what the options are, and there are a pile of options for the OmniSwitch. Next up is going to be your recents buttons. They do give you the immersive modes. I am running full screen, and just so you guys know, your multi-window comes set up automatically. So if you long press on the recents, you're going to get your multi-menu or your multi-window mode. And then if you double tap on it, it's going to automatically switch last app. So just so you guys know that, that's how it's set up. And that's pretty much it for the custom settings. These are your display settings, pretty much the same as any of the other ROMs. I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary on this. There's your dashboard settings. Your tile summaries you can remove. Your font size, you can go in here and change that if you want. And then of course you have your display size. That's where you're going to be. That's where you're going to go to change that at. I am running both of them at the default level. Under sounds, it's again the same as any other ROM. To be quite honest with you, I'm pretty much all the Nougat ROMs that I've run so far, even the CyanogenMod ROMs, they're very hard to distinguish from each other, in my opinion. Custom ROM making has really taken a hit with the introduction of Nougat. I know it's early, and hopefully the developers start coming out with some more custom options. That would be awesome. Under security, these are your security settings right here. Again, guys, that was another one of the reasons I haven't been doing any videos. It just, all of the ROMs just look so much alike. We do have a couple ROMs out there that just stand out, like, I can't think of them. It's just, I'm doing this off the top of my head. But there are a couple ROMs out there that just stand out. Resurrection Remix, yeah, I can't think of it. But anyways, but all the other ROMs that I can see, they all have the same settings. They all have the same look. They all look alike. So pretty much what I can do is show you what's there and tell you whether or not they run and how well they run. And I can tell you right now, OctOS runs pretty nicely. Other than the screen recording issue I had, no issues. Now, I can't show you developer options because I'm running this as a secondary in multi-ROM, and I am running the unofficial fix. And in order to run the unofficial fix, which allows me to flash to my secondary, you can't access developer options from any of the secondary ROMs. You can in your primary, but none of the secondaries. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for OctOS. I am running, my theme is, in case you guys haven't already guessed, it's Tronik Dark. And they finally updated it. I'm running version 1.9 or 11.9, and it's running great. No issues, no reboot problems. It looks beautiful. Everything's running exactly the way it's supposed to, and I just love it. I wish they would do something with the status bars, do something with coloring the status bars, kind of like neon colors theme does. But hey, maybe we'll get an update down the line. But anyways, SUBSTRATUM on this runs OMS. It's not legacy version, so those of you that want to know that, on this ROM it is OMS. Well guys, that's pretty much it for OctOS 7.1.1 for the Nexus 6. Again, the Nexus 6P, the ROM is going to be identical. I know because I've tried it on my Nexus 6P. The only difference I found in the two ROMs were the fingerprint scanner. Guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and I will see you guys on the next one.